Have you ever wondered what it's like to encounter a snake? As long as a bus, imagine coming face to face with a creature that could easily wrap around you multiple times. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of giant pythons, the colossal constrictors that dominate the tropical landscapes of Asia and Africa. These awe-inspiring serpents are truly a sight to behold. Giant pythons, as their name suggests, are among the largest snakes on our planet. But don't let their size fool you. These magnificent creatures are non-venomous. Instead of relying on venom to subdue their prey, they employ a different, equally effective method: constriction. Picture this. A python wraps its muscular body around its unfortunate victim, squeezing tighter and tighter until the prey can no longer breathe. It's a testament to the raw power these snakes possess. When we talk about giant pythons, two species often steal the spotlight. First, there's the reticulated python, scientifically known as Python reticulatus. This behemoth can grow to truly staggering proportions, with some individuals reaching lengths of over 9 meters. That's longer than most cars on the road. Then we have the Burmese python, or Python bivitas, another heavyweight in the snake world. While not quite as long as its reticulated cousin, the Burmese python is still an impressively large snake that commands respect wherever it's found. Now, you might be wondering where exactly you'd encounter these serpentine giants. Well, giant pythons have carved out their niche in the lush, tropical regions of Asia and Africa. These snakes are incredibly adaptable, thriving in a variety of habitats. You might find them slithering through dense forests, where they can easily camouflage among the undergrowth. Or perhaps you'd spot one basking in the sun near a swamp, its scales glistening as it absorbs the warmth. Grasslands, too, provide an ideal hunting ground for these stealthy predators. And let's not forget their affinity for water. Many giant pythons are excellent swimmers, often found near rivers, lakes, and other water sources. Speaking of hunting, let's talk about what's on the menu for these massive reptiles. Giant pythons have quite the appetite, and their size allows them to tackle an impressive range of prey. Birds are a common target, with pythons sometimes ambushing them right out of the trees. But it's not just feathered friends that need to watch out. Mammals, from small rodents to medium-sized creatures like monkeys, are also fair game. And here's where things get really interesting. Some giant pythons are capable of taking down much larger animals. We're talking about deer, wild boars, and even small crocodiles in some cases. It's a stark reminder of just how powerful these snakes can be. Now, I know what you're thinking. With all this talk of strength and size, surely giant pythons must be a significant threat to humans, right? Well, you might be surprised to learn that's not necessarily the case. Despite their imposing presence, giant pythons are generally not considered dangerous to humans. At least, not unless they're provoked. These snakes typically prefer to avoid confrontation with humans, often retreating when encountered in the wild. That being said, it's always wise to exercise caution and respect when in python territory. After all, we are talking about incredibly strong animals, capable of overpowering large prey. However, while giant pythons might not pose a direct threat to humans in most cases, the reverse isn't always true. Unfortunately, these magnificent creatures face several challenges, many of which stem from human activity. One of the most pressing issues is habitat loss. As forests are cleared for agriculture and urban development, giant pythons find their natural homes shrinking. This not only reduces their available living space, but also impacts their prey populations, making survival increasingly difficult. Another significant threat comes from hunting. Despite legal protections in many areas, giant pythons are still targeted for their valuable skin and meat. The python skin trade, in particular, has been a major concern for conservationists. The intricate patterns and durability of python skin make it highly sought after in the fashion industry, leading to illegal poaching in many regions. Additionally, in some cultures, python meat is considered a delicacy or is used in traditional medicine, further driving demand for these snakes. It's a complex situation, balancing human needs and desires with the conservation of these remarkable animals. Many organizations and governments are working to protect giant python populations through a combination of habitat preservation, anti-poaching efforts, and public education. Some initiatives even explore sustainable farming of pythons as a way to meet demand without impacting wild populations. though this approach has its own set of ethical and practical considerations. As we learn more about giant pythons, it becomes increasingly clear just how important they are to their ecosystems. These top predators play a crucial role in controlling populations of their prey species, helping to maintain a delicate balance in tropical food webs. Their presence can influence the behavior and distribution of other animals, shaping the very landscapes they inhabit. Moreover, giant pythons have captured human imagination for centuries. They feature prominently in the mythology and folklore of many cultures, often symbolizing power, wisdom, or sometimes danger. In more recent times, they've become stars of nature documentaries, captivating audiences with their incredible hunting abilities and sheer size. This cultural significance adds another layer to the importance of preserving these snakes and their habitats. Research on giant pythons continues to reveal fascinating aspects of their biology and behavior. Scientists are studying everything from their incredible digestive systems, capable of breaking down entire large animals, to their remarkable ability to go months without food. Some researchers are even exploring the potential medical applications of python biology, such as understanding how their hearts adapt to long periods of inactivity, which could have implications for treating human heart conditions. As we wrap up our exploration of giant pythons, it's worth reflecting on the complex relationship between these snakes and humans. On one hand, we're awed by their size and power, fascinated by their hunting prowess, and inspired by their adaptability. On the other, our actions often put them at risk, threatening the very qualities that make them so remarkable. The future of giant pythons, like many wild species, will depend largely on our ability to coexist with them. This means not only protecting their habitats and enforcing laws against poaching, but also fostering a greater understanding and appreciation for these incredible animals, whether it's through conservation efforts, responsible or simply sharing knowledge about these magnificent creatures. Each of us has a role to play in ensuring that giant pythons continue to thrive in the wild for generations to come. So the next time you hear about a giant python, remember, you're not just learning about a snake. You're glimpsing into a world of evolutionary marvels, ecological importance, and the ongoing story of how humans and nature interact. These colossal constrictors, with their silent strength and ancient lineage, remind us of the diverse and awe-inspiring life that shares our planet. And who knows, maybe one day you will all have the chance to see one of these giants in person. From a safe distance, of course, and experience firsthand the wonder of nature's largest snakes.